Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tucker Miller here again, and like I said, for my next movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing on Turning Red. Came out in 2022. So, plot of this movie is we got this 15-year-old girl named Maywin Weed. She loves listening to music and hanging out with her friends and going to concerts and all that. And her family runs this tempo and yep. But one day, Maywin Weed woke up and she found out she turned into a giant red panda. So it's up to Maywin's friends and her family to do whatever they can to get rid of that spell, and that's basically what the plot is. Now, what do I have to say about Turning Red? It's a pretty good Pixar film. Pretty good, really good Pixar film. But I'll say this. This does not feel like a kid's movie, to be honest. This doesn't feel like a kid's movie at all. Just don't know. Something about it just doesn't make it look like a kid's movie. But, yeah. And this movie was also going to get a theatrical release back in 2022. But, however, again, same with Soul and Luca, they just decided to release it to Disney Plus. So, yeah. So yeah, they just decided to release it to Disney Plus instead of releasing it in theaters. But however, this film also got a theatrical release earlier this year. But again, I didn't saw it in theaters. Instead, I saw Migration, which is that elimination movie. But anyways, back to Turning Red. So yeah, I didn't saw this film when it came to theaters earlier this year because I have it on DVD and Disney Plus, and then yeah. So yeah, I saw Migration instead. So yeah. Yep. Now, so yeah. And I have to say, this is like Pixar's most mature film from their library. Yeah, this is Pixar's like most mature film from their library out of all the Pixar films. But yeah. So anyways, the animation is really good. Of course, Pixar's animation is always good. The story was great, and yeah. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the characters. Maywin Weed, which is our main character. She's a great character. So is her friends as well. Maywin Weed's mom, who was voiced by Sandra Oh. She's a great character too. But yeah. So yeah, Maywin's family is great, and yeah. And the song, I never met nobody but you, or whatever that's called. Yeah, that was a catchy song to it. So yeah. So yeah. Turning Red. That's Turning. So yeah. And let's talk about some scenes of this film. I do like the scene where I do like the concert scene and all that, and yeah. Yeah, and so yeah. I don't have much to say about Turning Red. I mean, it is a great movie, but to me it doesn't feel like a kid's movie, to be honest. In my honest opinion, it doesn't feel like a kid's movie. But yeah, kind of a weird movie, but not a bad movie. So, yeah. Was now. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a great Pixar film, but it's just not as good as any other Pixar film like Toy Story or Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, or Up, or Inside Out. But not a bad film at all. So yeah. So anyways, I think that's all I have to say about Turning Red. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna give Turning Red a 9 out of 10. This film does have flaws with it. In it. But yeah. But anyways, that is it for this movie review on Turning Red. And stay tuned for my next movie review, which will be on Lightyear. Until then, see you in the next video.